Hello YouTube, welcome back over to Gaming House, and for this video we're going to be talking about the update 1.1 that dropped for Division last week. I've been playing it on and off. I've beaten the Falcon Lost incursion, so let's talk about both the incursion, the gameplay changes, and as well as a few of the cheater things, or exploits, anything you want to call them. Let's talk about those as well. So let's get to it. Let's start with what I actually liked, and what I liked is actually the small changes to the Dark Zone. There's a lot more people in the Dark Zone now, which I don't favor at all, because that means there's a lot more people just going around being rogue and people just being jackasses. But they've added now that named people have guaranteed high-end drops, so each named person you're killing is dropping a high-end item at least. So that's a fun way to at least help rank up friends that are perhaps not been playing as much. I know I have a couple. And the other thing I like is supply drops in the Dark Zone. But there's a good and bad to them, which I'll get into. And what's good about these is they drop like every hour or so. And they'll have random gear that instantly gets added to your inventory. And it'll also have, I think they drop some div tech and maybe some Dark Zone funds as well. But they'll also have a named guy there that you can kill. And this named guy actually has a chance to drop gear set items, because I've actually had a gear set item drop for me. I've had another friend that had a gear set item drop for him, and that's a great and fun way to actually like motivate players to be moving around as well as compete for that, because we've had multiple people try to kill each other over supply drops. But the other bad part of it is that they need to rework how to get the supply drop, because it's very simple. Is if you're first come first serve, simply pop a security link and just open the fucking chest, and there's like no work to it. If you're traveling with a group, you can have your buddies like all trying to shoot the AI whilst you're under the effects of the security link. And if you beat other players too, they're the first one to pop a security link and just opens the chest, ignoring everything else around them, is going to get the rewards, which is kind of dumb. Another cool feature to the game is trading was added into the game, and I like how it works. And it's pretty much any enemy that drops an item in the game that you pick up, you have an hour to trade with the people that are in your squad at the time. You can drop it on the ground and have any one of them pick it up. And I like that, and it's pretty simple, and it's working well. I've traded a gear set item to a friend because it was only slightly less than my armor that I had, and I didn't want to use it, so he asked if he wanted it, and I gave it to him. I like it. I got nothing else to say about it. I like it. Good ad. Good ad. Now, a bad thing about at least the little details, is the crafting. They've changed around the crafting. Crafting costs more. You get less from crafting items, and I don't like that. I think I can understand the mentality of it, is they want to rely more on drops, but at the same time, drops mostly suck in this game. They really do. They really, really do. So like crafting was a great thing, and I feel like they only did this to combat get people getting perfect rolls on stuff. That's what they really wanted to do. I feel like that was the true intention of fucking with crafting. Now let's get into the incursion, and with the incursion we'll also get into the cheating exploit conversation as well, because in particular because of the incursion we have to get into that and talk about that a little bit. And with the incursion I find really fucking boring and artificial difficulty to the fucking max. These are not regular 32s we are fighting. You might as well have called them 33s, because 32 fucking elites in the Dark Zone and Challenge can go down easier than these 32 purples. That is bullshit. But that's also not it is actually part of the meat of the problem. The meat of the problem is that it's straight boring. It's a wave-based fighting, which I am actually one for horde modes. I don't mind horde modes at all. But this was severely boring, and particularly once you get to the bomb set, it has infinite waves until you plant the bomb on the APC. Like, what the fuck? What was the thinking mentality behind that? Also, if you fuck up and die for simple mistakes and reasons, you're gonna end up having to restart the waves all over again. And there's 15 waves in all. A bomb wave every 3, 4? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I tried the incursion. And yeah, you'll have to redo it all. When there's been a time where we got to wave 15, 2 of us got taken out by a mortar, and then the drones kind of fucked up the rest of us, and then we had to redo everything. It's like, fuck. And that's another thing. Speaking of the drones, did they add new drone enemies in this? I feel like they're massively underused in this. Massively underused for like a new enemy type that we're supposed to be like facing. And the only good thing about the incursion is it can drop decent gear. I haven't got decent gear. I've crafted 2 of the gear sets, the Nomad set, and it kept giving me like holsters, and I hated it so much. I literally have 1 of each type of holster now. So there's that. Not that I wanted them. So now let's also get into talking to the cheat and exploit. I will be drawing a lot of comparisons between Destiny and Division because I've played both extensively, and pretty much you can draw many comparisons between the two on how things are handled and how things are done. And with the incursion, there were a few things that popped up. First thing was you're able to damage the APC with bullets. That got patched really quick, no big deal. But then the other one showed up, and that was the ability to essentially glitch through the wall using mobile cover. And you can get through, and then you wouldn't be shot at by the APC or the AI, and you could sit there and blow it up with sticky bombs. That got patched. And then another glitch got revealed of pretty much getting outside the map. And that one's understandable to call like a hard follow on. But you get outside the map and shoot at the APC there. And at that point they were just they made the statement of like, hey, we're gonna start like trying to like do something to you guys now, like banning or whatever, or possibly resetting, which I doubt they're gonna do because they've got to fuck with everyone because there's no clean way of doing that. But still, though, I can understand being hurt about the exploits, because first off, it'll affect Dark Zone depending on how many people did it, and if they did it effectively, and what have you. But I've always had the mentality back in Destiny, if you're gonna do any form of cheese or exploit, you need to at least complete the thing once legit, which I've done it. Multiple people have done it legit. It's a bit of a bitch, and also you gotta understand the mentality of a loot grinding game. A loot grinding game is you find the shortest path possible to getting loot. Plain and simple. So the moment exploits revealed, expect people to take advantage of it. And if you're one of the players that likes to play legit and not use any exploits, cheeses, or what have you to get gear, I can understand that mentality. I used to have that mentality in Destiny, and unfortunately, that mentality hurts you. I'm telling you right now, take advantage of exploits while you can. I shit you not, because both in Destiny and Division, those people didn't get punished. I mean, they're saying they're going to punish people now. I'm not sure how they're going to punish people now for Division. And I wouldn't say possibly doing it now to see if they're going to do anything. I'm not sure to call their bluff or not. But take advantage, because I can understand the like pure white knighthood of like, no, I did it legit. I did it without cheating. I'm good. And it's like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, because people did it like 4 or 5 times now and already have like a good set of gear because they chose not to have that mentality. But I can understand the mentality, because I used to have that mentality back in Destiny days. So my thoughts on the update are, I think it took some steps in the right direction, but also again it took some steps back. The incursion is pretty fucking boring. Here's what I think should be implemented to help make this update a bit better and possibly more enjoyable, and perhaps will avoid more things. First off, with your incursion, take away the infinite fucking waves during the bomb phase. Fuck no, that was dumb. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't have any words on challenging just because I haven't really attempted challenging too much, except, you know, level 34 elite one-shot shotgunners isn't exactly fair at all. Again, artificial difficulty. I understand that you might mix up stuff from future incursions, but with this incursion, it's kind of bullshit. I don't care what you do with waves or what have you, up the numbers, or do anything, take away infinite waves. Take away the goddamn infinite waves during the bomb phase. Next up, tweak crafting. Tweak it. Make it a little bit better than what it is right now. I mean, it's awful. Maybe mess with supply drops as well. I'm kind of fine with what they're at, but I'd like it to where we at least had to clear out the enemies or something, so it has to be somewhat contested instead of just, again, first come, pop security link, open the chest, done, good, move on. I don't mind it, but maybe tweak it. And this next one goes to Ubisoft Massive as well. Pretty much, yeah, it goes to them. And that's, first off, don't threaten your players with taking advantage of an exploit that's in the game that you should have caught if you first off tested. And also, the second part here, which is something you should have known about, and that's do what Destiny did, and they removed Night Stalker when it became a fucking issue with the Night Stalker having unlimited super and take out mobile cover, which has been in pretty much every major exploit in your game, and rework it and tweak it. If you don't want people exploiting and dicking around with some of the shit in your game, take out the thing that has been a key component in every single bit of it. But that'll do it on thoughts, impressions on the update 1.1, as well as what I think should be probably changed and tweaked with, just minor thoughts and everything else. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do all that fun YouTubey stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Check out the channel if you'd like to see some more gameplay of either the playthrough of Division, as well as I'm still going through on Dark Souls currently, which I should be uploading more parts today, actually. So, see you around, and as always, you're welcome to come back over to Gaming House for more gameplay and commentary.